entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
My girl.
Here's that history book you wanted. Tagg loaned it to me.
Well, now, that was very thoughtful of Tagg.
It tells all about Coronado, but it doesn't say a thing about finding that gold.
Well, it wouldn't, honey, not in a regular history book. We wouldn't have known about it if Annie hadn't told us. Just think, ingots, bars of gold, buried somewhere near here by Francisco Vasquez Coronado, 400 years ago.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if we found that gold, Daddy? Then you wouldn't have to work anymore and could get well real fast.
My little girl could have a new dress and new shoes and all the things her mother wanted her to have.
You're loafing on the job again, Warren. Me and Sully ain't paying you to sit here gassing about that buried gold. Hot air. That's all it is anyway.
It is not. It's true.
Never mind, honey. You just run along home now. Here.
Now, what are you standing there for? Take that stuff out and dump it around and back.
Why don't you leave him alone, Ernie? You wouldn't do half as good if you had a bad lung.
Well, it gets under my skin. Always spouting off poetry, reading books.
Oh, you're just jealous because you can't read.
Hi, Mr. Warren.
Hi, Tagg.
Look what I found. It's an Indian peace pipe.
We found it in that Indian mound Tagg's been working out in Coyote Hills.
Well, now, this is a find.
You're getting to be a real archaeologist, Tagg.
You'll have to come over and see some of his other Indian exhibits sometime, Jeff, and bring Prudy with you for dinner.
Thanks, Annie. We'll be glad to real soon.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, I'm fine now, Annie. Just fine.
I'll be seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.
Spanish.
I sure wish we could help Mr. Warren.
So do I.
Lofty, what on earth are you doing?
Cleaning out the desk. Now all the cases are closed. And filed.
Oh, no robberies or shootings to investigate. Just peace. Beautiful peace.
Don't say that.
Yeah, remember what happened the last time you did?
You two are just superstitious. That won't happen again.
Oh, no?
Miss Annie Oakley. The fella tried to stake up one of the shipments for the Golden Eagle mine. I rode down on him as I came through Coyote Pass.
Did he get the gold bill?
No, but he wounded one of the guards.
Any description of the robber?
Medium size, wore a black shirt and neckerchief. Had his holster tied down.
There's a man on the wanted files who always wears a black shirt. It's his trademark. Name's, Peel, Hardy Peel.
Take that buckboard, Bill, and follow us.
Let me borrow your buckboard, Chuck.
Take him right into Dr. Dane's, Bill.
Hey, Annie! There's some tracks. Head out that way. Whoever made them was sure traveling fast.
We'll chance it. Lose it?
No, here it is. Still running. Prints head straight across Mr. Carter's pasture.
Yeah, they do, Lofty. You see which way they go, and I'll go on over to Mr. Carter's and ask him if any of his cowhands were in Coyote Hills at the time of the holdup.
Right.
No, Tagg.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll have you pick it up. How's your dad?
About the same, I guess.
He's coming over to see my Indian exhibit.
Fine.
I'm gonna be an archaeologist when I grow up. What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Well, I'm gonna take care of my daddy. I better hurry and get home and fix his lunch, or he's gonna be late getting back to work.
Okay, I'll be seeing you now.
Thanks a lot, Tagg. Bye-bye. Daddy, help me with the door.
What on earth have you got there, Prudy?
Just some kitchen things and a hairbrush and soap. We needed them, Daddy.
Where'd you get the money to pay for them, Prudy?
I just told Mr. Hutton to put them on the bill. So as soon as we find that buried gold, you can pay for them.
Prudy.
You said we might find it, didn't you, Daddy?
Yes, but honey, all we know about that gold is that it could be buried around here somewhere. You see, Coronado passed through here looking for the 7 cities of Cibola 400 years ago. That's a long time.
The gold bars Annie said he took from the Indians that buried are still here, and the mine they dug it out of is right in the Coyote Hills.
Yes, but the people who hunted for that gold never found it. We don't even know where to look for it. Prudy, where'd you get this piece of paper?
I guess I picked it up off of the ground when the soap fell out of the bag. It's got a map on it, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it was torn out of a book. Oh, so old it's yellow.
It's got some writing on it, Daddy.
Yes, just a few sentences in Spanish. I don't read Spanish. Wait a minute. There's one word here I do know. Oro.
What does oro mean, Daddy?
Oro means gold.
Daddy, do you suppose that
Now,
this...
wait a minute. We mustn't jump to conclusions. Let's not get our hopes up unless we're sure.
It's got to be, Daddy. It's just got to be.
Oh, Prudy.
Hardy Pete, where'd you come from?
Never mind. I want to get this horse under cover. I just rustled him, and we're both huddled on a firecracker. Did you pull a job?
I made a pass at the mine shipment and missed.
Mine shipment? Get inside quick. If you're spotted with us, we're sunk. Look, Hardy, you can't stay here.
We don't want no trouble with the law.
Me and Ernie are running a respectable business.
And hiding outlaws is a good paying sideline. But only when they're passing through. Well, I'd just be passing through, too, if it wasn't for some fellow and girl who picked up my trail.
Wait a minute, somebody's coming. It's Annie and Lofty. Ernie, take this horse and put it in the back stall and throw a blanket over it. Hardy, you hide in my office. And take this bedroll with you, too. Well, if it isn't Miss Annie and Lofty, what can I do for you this fine day?
You can board this horse. The outlaw who rode it doesn't come back for it.
Outlaw?
Did you see a man in a black shirt ride by here on a gray horse?
Had his holster tied down.
No, I can't say that I did. You sure he came into town?
Straight as the crow flies.
Stole one of Mr. Carter's horses in the way. If we can't find Carter's horse for him, he can have this one. You better alert the town, Annie.
He'll have a hard time getting away.
Annie and Lofty just brought in your horse, Hardy.
So I heard.
Well, just as soon as it gets dark, you gotta shove out of here.
We got to take that gray horse that you rustled out of here somewhere and lose him.
I'm staying here till things cool off.
Well, you can't.
I can't think of no place we can hide you without us getting into trouble.
I said I was staying.
Shh. I hear something. Oh, it's you.
Yes, Mr. Sully.
It's Jeff.
I'll get rid of him.
Oh, wait a minute. I know just the place you can stay, Hardy, and it won't hurt any one of us.
Jeff's place?
Jeff's.
Where's Annie and Lofty?
I'm looking for a man in a black shirt.
A black shirt?
Yeah, that's what he wore when he tried to steal a shipment from the Golden Eagle mine yesterday.
Hello, Prudy.
Hello, Annie.
Annie, where's that Spanish dictionary? Mr. Warren wants to borrow it.
Oh, it's a little red book on the top shelf. How about staying for lunch, Prudy?
Oh, I can't. My daddy told me to come back home. See, we've got a new boarder at our house. Well, just until the roundup, that is. He's a cowhand.
Cowhand? When did he show up?
Yesterday, Mr. Sully sent him over to us. Said he was looking for a place to stay.
What's his name?
Mr. Perry, Harkey Perry. Well, I've got to be going. Thanks for the dictionary. I'll bring it right back.
All right.
Harkey Perry.
Harkey Perry could be Hardy Peel.
It's possible.
Lofty, why don't you ever talk with Sully while I go out and see Jeff?
All right. But we better think up a couple good excuses. Or we'll both look awfully silly if we're wrong.
Here's that Spanish dictionary, Daddy.
Oh, thanks, honey. Look what it says here. In 1528, an Indian called Tejo told the governor of Mexico that he had traded feathers and ornaments with the Indians to the north for silver and gold. That means there was gold here, and the Indians were mining it.
And that's the gold that Coronado took away from them and buried.
What's this about a fellow named Coronado burying gold?
Oh, my daughter and I were just going over a history lesson.
Yeah?
Honey, you better get Mr. Perry some clean towels while I go to the store.
Yes, Daddy.
So you found it, did you? Well, now that shirt could cause an awful lot of trouble if somebody talked about it. If it was you, why, your daddy might even get shot. You wouldn't want that to happen to your daddy, would you? So suppose we keep this little secret to ourselves, huh?
Hello, Prudy. Is your father at home?
No, ma'am. He's gone to the store.
Well, is a new boarder around? I'd like to meet him.
No, ma'am. He isn't in either. Well, I guess I better get back to work now.
How do you like Mr. Perry?
He's all right, I guess.
What does he look like?
Just like anybody else.
Prudy, listen to me. We're hunting for the outlaw that tried to rob the Eagle mine. He may be hiding out here in town. He's a bad man, Prudy. And if anybody knows anything about him, he ought to tell Lofty or me. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I guess I'd better be going. I'll drop by again later. Bye, Prudy.
Lofty's coming. What are we going to do?
Keep him busy until I get this rustled horse out of here.
Well, how can I keep him busy?
I don't know. Just keep him busy. Here. What's going on? What are you two fighting about?
Who's fighting? You gotta be mad to fight. I ain't mad at nobody.
Oh? Then what's the idea of jumping me?
I was up in the loft and saw what looked like that outlaw coming in. I thought he was coming in after his horse. When I found out it was you, I had to keep punching you to knock me out.
Well, now that you're here, Lofty, what can we do for you?
I just came by to pay the board bill for that horse I left here.
Oh, forget it. We owe you that the way Ernie socked you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be seeing you both later.
Hardy.
I thought we told you not to come here.
How is that the thanks I get for risking my neck to let you in on something big?
What do you mean, big?
That fella, Jeff Warren, he knows where there's a lot of gold buried.
Oh, that kid been yamming about that ever since he'd been here. Just a pipe dream.
Pipe dream my eye. He's got proof I've seen it.
Proof? In that case, maybe we better have a little talk with him.
If that no-good's been holding out on us, I'll wring his skinny neck.
One more word and we'll have all these Spanish words translated into English.
Please, Daddy, not so loud. Somebody might hear you.
There, that does it. Now listen. Gold ingots, that's bars. Packed in boxes marked for identification. Just imagine, bars of gold.
Please, Daddy.
We'll be rich, honey, rich. No more saving and scraping. Afraid to spend a cent, afraid of losing my job.
Please, Daddy, we mustn't even talk about it.
What's the matter, Prudy? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's nothing at all.
Oh. Mr. Perry? What about him? Have you been talking to him?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Prudy!
What have you got there? What are you trying to hide? Well, if it ain't the map.
I bet that's where the gold's buried.
Yes, and Jeff is going to take us right to it, aren't you, Jeff?
It better be there if he wants to keep on living.
Prudy's hiding something, and she's afraid.
Ernie's hiding something, too. He didn't mistake me for that outlaw.
You know, Lofty, unless I miss my guess, they're both connected with Jeff's new boarder.
I think we better pay him a call.
Tagg, if anyone wants us, we'll be out at Mr. Warren's place.
Annie, have you seen the map of my Indian dig anyplace?
Your what?
My dig. That's what archaeologists call the place where they're hunting for buried cities or treasures.
What did it look like?
Well, it was on an old yellow piece of paper, kind of torn out of a ledger book like this one.
Tagg, you know better than to tear up books.
Well, gosh, Annie, it was already coming to pieces. I found it in an old ash can behind Mr. Gonzalez's house.
Annie, they've taken my daddy.
Who's taking him?
Mr. Sully and Ernie and Mr. Perry. Only he isn't a cowhand. He's that robber you've been looking for. I found his black shirt, but he said if I told, he'd shoot my father.
Where'd they take him, honey?
Out to Coyote Hills to dig up that buried gold.
What buried gold?
Coronado's gold. I found a map showing where it was. Right out in back where I dropped those packages, Tagg.
Was it an old yellow piece of paper, kind of torn along one edge?
Yes.
That wasn't a treasure map. That was my dig. I must have dropped it out of the wastebasket.
And Jeff and the others thought it was the real thing. Looks like you stirred up a hornet's nest, young fella.
Start praying we get there before it's too late.
He says something.
You see the same thing I do?
Yeah, and I don't like it.
Now, wait a minute. You can't blame me.
There they are.
Gold, you said. Great big bars of it buried by Coronado. Nobody makes a fool out of me, Warren.
The gun on Jeff. Don't shoot, Annie. I give up.
Let's go. You can run if you want to, but these bullets are faster than you are. Get his gun, Jeff.
All right, get over there. Now keep your hands in the air.
Oh. Hey, it looks like you found something.
Did you find the gold, Daddy?
No, Prudy, there wasn't any gold, honey.
That looks just like a big old skull.
It is.
Holy Toledo.
Say, that looks like a dinosaur's head.
What's a dinosaur?
Well, it's a sort of a huge lizard, honey. You see, a dino means terrible, and saur means lizard. Terrible lizard. And that's just what they were. Some of them were 80 feet long, with a snake-like neck and a little bitty head. And they lived millions of years ago. Well, Jeff, it looks like you made your strike after all. That head's worth a lot more than gold.
It is.
It's 150 million years of history.
The book this page came from belonged to Mr. Gonzalez.
He's the bookkeeper at the Golden Eagle Mine.
It's one of his old records that he threw away.
I might have known I wouldn't have that kind of luck.
Take a look at this. It's from the university. They want to buy 10 acres of that land where you found that dinosaur's head, Jeff. They want to dig it all up. They say you made a real find.
That land doesn't belong to me.
Didn't we tell you? Lofty and I had it homesteaded in your name.
Looks like you aren't going to have to work for a long time, Jeff.
Daddy, now you can get well real quick.
My little girl can have all the things I've always wanted to get her. Thanks to Annie and Lofty.
Doggone it. Why didn't I look for dinosaur bones? That's what comes of not knowing history.
Tagg, there's a whole shelf of history books right behind you.
Good. I better start studying up now.
Bullseye! Annie Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Tagg, Oakley, you young scamp, that's no neighborly way to act.
I didn't scare you that much, neighborly.
Well, you did. Say, what are you doing up here by yourself?
I'm practicing tracking. Following Annie and Lofty. They're hiding out on me somewhere around here. See, it's part of a game.
Could it be that you just might happen to have a little bite of something to eat in your pocket?
I don't think so, but I'll see. No. Oh, yeah, here's something. Oh, some old jelly beans. They're pretty old, I guess.
Yeah, fellow as hard up as I am can't be too choosy. Thanks, Tagg. You're the neighborliest youngster I ever laid eyes on.
Thanks a lot, neighborly. What's the use of collecting all this junk like you're always doing, neighborly? You must have a couple of tons in your shack by now.
Oh, never can tell when it might come in handy. Waste not, want not. That's what the fella says.
Well, I better be going, or Annie will think I'm lost. So long, neighborly.
So long, Tagg.
Get going, Monks, quick!
You all right, Mr. Agnew?
I guess so.
Wait here.
Take that fork.
Mr. Agnew, so I called Annie and Lofty.
I sure thank you, Tagg, but it looks like help came too late.
Any luck with the other one, Annie?
No. Look out, Lofty.
Thanks, Annie. You ever seen this knife thrower before?
No, never.
What's your name?
That won't do you any good. You gotta talk sometime.
He's got a bad-looking scar in his throat. He could be using it as an alibi for not talking.
Well, we've got paper and pencil at the office. Come on, Lofty, bring him in. Lofty caught one of them, Mr. Agnew. Do you know who he might be?
No. Didn't he have a satchel with him?
No. Why, was there anything valuable in it?
$15,000 in cash. Every penny I collected selling this year's stock for the Cattlemen's Association.
Did you make the sale yourself this year?
Yes, being secretary of the association, I figured that I could make a better deal for everybody. And I did. And then this holdup happens.
This fellow acts like he can't talk, so we're going to take him in to see if he can write. You'd better come along.
All right.
may be dumb, all right, but you can't call him stupid.
No, you sure couldn't.
What does this say, Lofty?
I don't tell nothing without no lawyer. He's dumb, all right, like a fox.
I guess he knows his rights all right. But Lawyer Tompkins is over at the county seat, ain't he?
Yes, but there's a nice quiet cell for him to wait in.
It sure is. It may be quite a spell before Tompkins gets back.
I know it. I've told you 1,000 times. Charlie, the worst thing in the world that can happen to a man is being a miser.
Oh, miser!
Look at all of that money, Charlie.
Oh, pretty money. Shouldn't keep it.
I won't steal it. Honest, I won't. It ain't neighborly to steal. But when I get my hands on money, I just can't let go.
Money, money, money.
And what good does it do me? I got more than this in the accordion. Lots more. Been there for years. And I got to go around begging jelly beans.
More in the accordion. Money, money, money.
Shucks. I bet you I got 5 times more than what's in that satchel. I'm going to take that satchel into town and tell Annie I found it.
Ah, miser.
But I can't.
But it ain't neighborly. It ain't neighborly. It ain't neighborly.
But you just wait till the folks open up my will after I'm gone. They'll find out that I can be neighborly, too, even if I have to die first. Where's my will?
Oh, money, money, money.
To Tagg Oakley, I leave $1,000, hoping that he will always be neighborly, too, like when he give me the jelly beans. Hell, too bad I can't be around after I'm gone when folks find out what I done for them, like Tagg.
Like Tagg, like Tagg.
Oh, well, I think I'll just put the satchel in the stove for a little while.
Oh, miser!
Well, I ain't no thief, and don't you forget it. I'm going to town right now and find out who that money belongs to. Well, I might even get up enough strength to give it back.
Money, money, money. In the accordion. Money, money, money.
And the money in the stolen satchel was the property of the Diablo Cattlemen's Association. I think that just about covers everything from my report.
I can't think of anything else. This sure is going to be tough on me. You know, it could cost me my job.
Cheer up, Mr. Agnew. The man we caught shouldn't be too hard to identify when Lofty's report gets to other peace officers.
But the other hombre's got the money.
Yeah, but even if this one's only pretending he can't talk, he's probably tried the trick someplace before. If we can find out who he is, we can get a line on his partner.
Well, I hope you're right.
Lofty, did it strike you that this is the first time the cattleman's money wasn't shipped on a stage with a gun guard?
And the first time anybody tried to hold him? Yeah. Why would Agnew take such a chance?
I don't know. We should have had somebody riding with him.
Hey, Annie! Lofty! I got something here I was kind of thinking of swapping. With a little patching, there's a lot of use in it yet.
Well, just what would you like to swap it for, neighborly?
Well, now, I figured maybe a pound of flour or maybe a half a pound.
Well, I think we can spare the flour.
I almost stopped a hold-up after I saw you, neighborly.
What? Is Neighborly up there?
Sure. I was talking to him just before I saw the outlaws.
Did you get a look at him, neighborly?
Well, I did see a fellow with a mask on. Who was it that got robbed?
Fred Agnew. This man you saw, did he have a satchel?
No, he didn't have no satchel.
Neighborly, we got one of the outlaws inside. Come on in and take a look at him while I get your flour. You know this man?
No, ma'am. Fella had on a different shirt and a different bill.
Oh, we'll get him, too.
Don't let him scare you, Neighborly.
He sure is a mean-looking cuss.
Here you are, Neighborly. And you'll let us know if you find the other one.
I sure will. And this is right neighborly of you. Say, how much was in the satchel?
$15,000.
15,000? Say, that's a fair parcel of money. You know, I was just thinking that if Agnew would put up a sizable reward, maybe the fellow would change his mind. That is, if he don't want to go against the law any more than he has to.
An idea, Neighborly. I'll tell Agnew.
Yeah. So long.
So long. Well, what do you make of that, Deputy Craig?
If you're thinking what I'm thinking,
I don't know myself what I'm thinking yet, but I've never seen Neighborly so nervous.
And his suggesting that big reward. Ah, it's a loco idea. Neighborly wouldn't steal anything.
Shucks, no.
Well, I'm going to go out and have a look around his place without his knowing it.
You know, wait a minute.
Oh, it's all right. I just want to scout around a little bit, and you'd better keep an eye on our talkative friend.
Yeah.
Here, Lofty. Can I come, Annie?
You can if you promise to stay out of trouble.
Well, where's the money?
You tell me.
What?
I dished it when Silent and me split up. When I went back, it was gone, and so was Silent. Maybe he double-crossed us.
They caught him. He didn't have it. He's in jail.
He could have hid it somewhere else.
Yeah. I saw Annie ride out a while ago like she had to get someplace fast. Maybe Silent told him where it is. But he can't talk.
He can write.
Sure. We've got to get Silent out of jail. I've waited a long time to make a haul like this, and I'm not going to be done out of it now. We've got to get him out.
Sounds nice and easy.
We can do it, Monks. Lofty's there all alone, and I know the layout of the place like it was my own.
All right. We'll need a horse for you and Silent.
I got a couple outside. Now, you wait here till I settle up, and I'll tell you how we work it. Oh, Lofty. I'd come inside, but some of the ranchers from the association are on the way, and I don't want to miss them.
Anything new?
That's what I was going to ask you. I saw Annie ride out a while ago like she had someplace to go fast. And I thought maybe something cropped up that I could tell the members.
Not a thing, Fred. Annie just had a hunch to go scouting around. You know how women are with their hunches, especially Annie.
Sure. Well, it's too bad. I was just kind of hoping.
Step inside, Sheriff. Slow. Don't turn around. Close the door. Reach. Now you can turn around. All right, move. Open the cell. Open it yourself. Tough hombre, eh, Sheriff? Well, don't get too tough. Which key?
Try him and find out.
Wherever the outlaw's hiding it isn't here, there'd be a horse around somewhere.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. There's nobody inside. That's what old Charlie always says when he's lonesome. Howdy, Charlie. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Everything's the same in here.
Well, come on, then. I want to take a look around and see if I can pick up a trail.
Can I stay here and play with Charlie?
All right, Tagg. But when Neighborly gets back, don't tell him what we were thinking.
I won't. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, Charlie. Say, sing that song about Beautiful Dreamer. A beautiful dreamer. Ah! In the stove. What's got into you? Oh, in the accordion. Are you losing your mind?
I threw it right here. And Silent saw you? Then he must have been the one who picked it up.
I wouldn't rile him if I were you, Agnew. Silent said he didn't pick it up. He didn't.
Well, it's doggone funny. It's a cinch Annie Lofty didn't pick it up. Let me have a look.
I know it wasn't you, Silent.
I've got it!
Got it? Where?
Look at that track. Only one wheel. What's got only one wheel? A wheelbarrow.
Oh, I know you're plumb loco.
It was Neighborly Walsh who found it, that's who.
Who's Neighborly Walsh?
I'll tell you on the way over to his place. We've as good as got that satchel back. Come on, mount up.
Satchel! What? What satchel? Ah! Money! 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 Charlie, Mr. Agnew's money was in a satchel. Maybe that could... Oh, what's the use of talking to a parrot? Ah! In the stove! In the stove! In the stove? I'm no thief! I'm no thief! I'm no thief! The satchel! Gosh, Charlie, maybe you can't think, but you sure know what you're talking about. I gotta go find Danny. Ah! 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 Beautiful dreamer. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Charlie, what do you think? I done it. I mean, I ain't exactly done it yet, but I'm going to do it as sure as shooting. I'm going to give that stolen money back.
Beautiful dreamer. Ah, miser.
Sure, but I ain't no thief. I got to thinking and thinking, and then suddenly I seen the light. And as soon as I fix myself a skillet full of these flapjacks, I'm going to take the satchel to Annie and Lofty.
Money, money, money. Ah, ah.
Oh, stop that, Charlie. Don't tempt me, will you?
Where's that satchel?
What satchel?
Don't stall us. We know you got it.
Ah, satchel, satchel.
You got no more right to it than I have.
I'm going to give you to the count of 3. 1.
Well, I ain't going to tell you, and you'll never find out if you shoot me.
Ah, in the accordion. Money, money, money.
No, it's not in the
That's
accordion.
so. Bird seems to make enough sense to get you scared.
Oh, please, mister, it's not in the accordion, it's in the stove. I'll get it for you. It's gone, but I put it there.
Ah, put it there. Money, money, money. In the accordion.
Look at this squeeze box.
Oh, no. Look, it's not
There
in
it is, Agnew.
Oh, that's not your
be
money.
quiet,
That's
all
my
right.
money. You got no right to that money. Give me that accordion.
Beautiful dreamer. Beautiful dreamer. Take one of your dreams. Ah! Ah! Beautiful dreamer.
It's all your fault, you that blame big blabbermouth. Annie, I've been robbed.
I've got the satchel.
And not that. My own money. I knew and 2 other fellas took it. They just left.
Neighborly, you never had any money.
Oh, yes, I did, Annie. Lots of it. I've been saving for a rainy day. I kept it in my old accordion. And if you didn't see those 2 jaspers, they must have took the North Trail. Go after 'em, Annie. Please go after 'em, Annie.
Stay with Neighborly, Tagg.
Outshoot her, but we can outsmart her. I'll stay here and keep her busy. You 2 boys circle around and get her from the side, around there. Go on, hurry up.
You can put your hands down, Agnew, to pick up the money.
Hey, Annie!
Lofty, where did you come from?
Well, these 2 jaspers put me to sleep nice and comfortable. But I had a dream you needed help.
That's the best dream you ever had. Thanks. All right, get on your horses.
Oh, money, money, money.
Shut up, Charlie. Now, as I was saying, I always was ashamed of being a miser. But I just couldn't help it.
You still expect folks to be neighborly to you while you're alive, and then you not do anything for them until after you're dead?
No. What I went through cured me. I'm going to spend that money doing good and make folks happy while I'm alive.
Ah, that's the stuff.
Say, you could buy a big ranch and bring kids from the city. Beautiful dreamer, miser, miser.
Now, you stop saying that, you blabbermouth.
Money.
Annie Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Tell me where we're going.
Guess I can tell you now. We're going to Trap Rock.
Trap Rock? Well, that's the town we lived before...
Go ahead, say it. Before they sent me to the pen and handed you over to be taken care of by Charity.
But what are we going to do at Trap Rock? That's a ghost town now, isn't it?
I'm going to make it up to you for those 10 years. They must have been pretty rough on you.
Yeah. The other kids kept picking on me. They said you were a jailbird. I had a lot of fights. That's why they got to call me Tuffy.
Son, we're practically strangers to each other, but I guess you learned the same lesson I did. Once you get a bad name, the whole world's against you.
Sure did learn that lesson.
Okay, we're going to get even. We're going to find that money I was set up for stealing.
But I thought you didn't know where your partner hid it.
I don't, but I know where I can find out.
Gee, $20,000.
I'll tell you this much. Sonoma Jack and me worked for the express company at Trap Rock while we were planning this big job. We had a system for leaving messages for each other, And Jack had plenty of time to leave one for me before they killed him.
But do you still think it'd be around after 10 years?
The law never found the gold, did they? So that means they never found our hiding place at the express office.
Sure be great if we got that money.
You bet. Money's all that counts. Get it any way you can and don't trust nobody.
Hey, it's him, all right. Now, look, if there's any shooting, just wing him. We want to take him alive.
Wrong, you don't know nothing.
It's over there, Lofty. I'll go and see.
I'll be right along.
You stay here with Lofty, Tagg. Come on, Frank.
Let's get out of here.
I can spot a sheriff's badge from here. We'll just have to wait till we get a better chance.
Girl. Oh. Are you all right, son? Guess so. But my pop got hit.
I'm going to go back and see how he is.
Come on, let's go. Hold it.
Lofty.
Bullet only winged him. That's all.
Guess it just wasn't in the cards for Pop. That's sure tough. But we'll help you. My name's Tagg. What's yours? Folks call me Tuffy.
Well, Tuffy, like Tagg said, we'll do everything that we can to help. But first, we'd better get your father back to town. And then you'll have to come along with us.
What for?
Well, Tuffy, we're from the sheriff's office in Diablo. And there's several things we'll have to find out.
Sheriff's office? I didn't do anything.
Oh, I know you didn't do anything, Tuffy, but... Well, we have to find out your father's name and where you were going and what you might know about the men that attacked you.
I don't know anything about those fellas. My pop's name was Bill Yorty. He didn't tell me where we were headed for.
He didn't?
No.
Well, we'll talk more about that when we get to town. Tagg, pick up the reins and ride into town with Tuffy. What do you make of that boy, Lofty?
Sure beats me.
Well, you're never gonna find out from Yorty where that gold's hid.
Well, it's still a kid. Some man must have told him something. At least enough to give us a lead.
I reckon the kid's worth getting a hold of if we can.
We can because we got to.
Say, why do folks call you Tuffy? Because it pays to be tough. And that's what I am.
Now, not a scrap of identification. Guess we'll just have to take the kid's word that his name's Yorty.
Yorty? Doesn't that name sound familiar to you?
Sure. There must be about 2,000 Yorties in the country.
All right, be funny or try to, but I still seem to remember something about... Oh, I don't know. Well, what are we going to do with the boy?
Well, strikes me there's not much you can do about him. Here's his father dead, not a tear out of him. Not even at the funeral.
Lofty, there's something wrong. He needs help.
How are we going to help him if we can't get through that shell of his?
I don't know. I've tried everything I can think of to try and win his confidence.
Thanks for what you did. I'm ready to leave now.
Where do you want to go, Tuffy?
Up north, to Colorado. I've got an aunt up there.
Don't you think you're pretty young for a long trail like that?
I'll make it.
Tuffy, your father didn't leave enough money for you to go very far.
I don't need any money. With Pop's gun, I could shoot rabbits and deer and stuff.
Well, I'm sorry, Tuffy, but we can't let you have this gun.
Why not? It was Pop's, and now it's mine.
Tuffy, that may be true, but guns aren't for boys your age. It's all right for you to learn how to shoot, but you have to be a little older before you can carry one.
It's mine.
What do you want, Tagg?
I want to show Tuffy some of the tricks I can do with my talent.
Tuffy, why don't you go on outside with Tagg for a little while? And Lofty and I'll talk this over.
All right.
We can't let him have this gun.
And we certainly can't let him go to Colorado by himself, if that's where he's going.
You can't believe a word he says.
I know.
This is another trick. Only it's just a little bit harder. Just watch. How'd you like that?
Pretty good.
Took a lot of practice.
Say, Tagg, you know there's a town called Trap Rock?
Trap Rock? Sure. It's a few miles up the North Road. It's a ghost town. I go there a lot. You can play all kinds of games around the buildings.
That's so?
Lofty, that's the first clue we've had. It's something about Trap Rock that brought Tuffy and his father here.
Yeah, it's the same thought I had. He never let on like he even heard of the place before. What do you think we ought to do, Annie?
Let Tuffy go ahead and start for Colorado. And let Tagg go along with him as far as Trap Rock.
You know, Tuffy, we can have a lot of fun at Trap Rock.
Tuffy, we've decided to let you start for Colorado, all right. But we can't let you have the gun.
That's final, boy.
Shucks, I was gonna show Tuffy Trap Rock.
Trap Rock? What for?
I just never saw a ghost town before. That's all.
That's a good idea. It's right on the way, too. Come on, I'll help you hook up that team.
Oh!
Listen to me, Tagg. You go ahead and go with Tuffy to Trap Rock, but watch him every minute and see what he does.
You bet, sis. But why?
I don't rightly know myself yet, but we've got to find out what's on this boy's mind. And it might be something to do with Trap Rock.
Golly, I'll watch him like a hawk.
All right. Only don't be an obvious hawk. Just be natural. And Lofty and I'll be along later on.
Sis, later will you tell me what this mystery's all about?
That's a promise, if I find out myself.
Well, so long, and thanks.
I'm going to Trap Rock with you, Tuffy.
You don't have to. Just tell me how to get there. I'll look the place over myself.
Nah, I want to go for a ride anyway.
Sure, why not, Tuffy?
Okay. It's okay with me if Tagg wants to come.
So long, Tuffy. Tell your aunt in Colorado that we'll send her your father's gun as soon as she writes us.
Well, I'll tell her.
So long, Tuffy.
Yeah, come on, get out there.
Don't stay in Trap Rock too long, Tagg. Lofty, I think I've got it. Yordi and Trap Rock.
What about him?
Well, I can't exactly remember, but somehow I'm sure they tie up together.
Well, that's interesting. But by the time you get your memory working, Tuffy will be in Colorado.
Well, I think I know where I can speed up my memory. Something about Yordi?
No, it's from the state ranger's headquarters. Listen. Bert Slade, armed, dangerous, escaped Rock Hill Penitentiary. Reported to be in Diablo area. Make every effort to apprehend. Those two men that killed Yordi. Slade just might be one of them.
Yes, he might be.
We better ride out to the hold-up spot and see if we can pick up their trail.
You ride out, Lofty. I've got something else I've got to do first. I'll join you later on.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go speed up my memory.
You guessed right. The Yorty kid's on his way.
That was no guess. It was a safe bet.
Yeah, but the other kid's with him.
The other kid don't bother me none. Now, you get these horses out of sight and keep a sharp lookout for anybody else that might be coming. I'll hide out at the express office and see if I can find out where this Yorty kid goes.
Lock up in here are still around.
Yeah?
Come on in and look. It's got a cell and everything, and the lock still works.
It does?
Sure. I use it to play sheriff, because that's what I'm going to be when I grow up.
Okay, let's have a look.
I keep the place kind of clean, because you never can tell when you may need it. Sure. I oiled the lock, and it still works. See? Hey, what's a big idea?
Just playing you're the bad man and I'm the sheriff. I'll let you out after a while.
When I do get out of here, I'll show you how tough you are. You!
I've been looking everywhere for you. You used to live in Trap Rock. Was there a man there by the name of Bill Yorty?
Sure was. I can tell you plenty about him.
Well, can you make it quick? I'm in a hurry.
Oh, I don't like to be rushed. When I got a yarn to spin, I like to spin it. Oh, well, I'll tell you. It was 10 years ago.
Something, son?
No, I was just playing a game.
Don't you lie to me. Your pa told you where the money was hid, didn't he? You're looking for something to help you find it.
I don't know anything about it.
Look, you saw what happened to your pa, didn't you? Same thing's gonna happen to you. Now, you're looking for a piece of paper with directions on it, aren't you?
I won't tell you.
You don't have to. Because we're gonna look over this stuff all over again. Open those drawers. Go on, open the drawers! Where's the other kid?
He got locked in a cell in the sheriff's office.
Lonesome for your pal, kid? I'll take you to him.
Hey, what's a big idea and who are you?
Never mind. But I can be plumb friendly if you behave yourself.
Lofty, my hunch was right about Yorty and Trap Rock. I found Digger Bagley, and he told me that Yorty stole $20,000 at Trap Rock 10 years ago. He was caught and then sent to the penitentiary, but they never found the money.
Oh, slow down, Annie. You're going a little fast for me.
Well, he served his time, and he was probably coming back here to try and find the money. And that's why Tuffy wanted to go to Trap Rock.
Well, then all we have to do is go over there and get Tuffy.
Well, we can't lose any time, Lofty, because Yorty was in the same prison that Slade escaped from. Slade may know about it and be trying to find the money, too, so come on.
man got a bum steer from his partner, kid.
My old man got a bum steer from everybody.
Jake! Jake!
Hey, Tuffy, look!
What's up? Just a minute. Hey, I think this is it. Yeah, it's directions for Yorty from Sonoma Jack. The gold's buried in a fireplace in a line shack a couple miles out of town.
Stay right where you are, young fella.
Hey, this looks like it, all right. What are we gonna do with the kids?
I'll keep listening till we're in the clear. Come on. Look, I'll drive, and I want you to ride behind with my horse and the pony. You kids sit back here and behave yourselves, and everything will be all right. Otherwise, Jake over here's got a gun. If you try any tricks, he'll use it. Oh!
Pixie isn't around. Tagg isn't either, Lofty.
He could have gone back to Diablo.
Well, I'm going to take a look in the sheriff's office. Tagg usually plays there. Lofty! Lofty, Tagg's tough was in there. What do you suppose could have happened to him?
I don't know. Something sure enough did. Cigar butts. There's more than just kids around here.
Lofty, it might have been Slade.
Probably was. Look, Annie, fresh tracks. A wagon and three other horses.
Those little prints couldn't belong to anyone but Pixie.
Now we know which way they went. And I'll follow them if I have to go all the way from here to Canada.
Get out and get inside. I said get out. Come on. Jake, you better bring that pick. According to directions, we're going to need it. Come on. Come on. There it is over there. All right, get that junk out of there. Come on.
Lofty, look at those two horses. They belong to the men that killed Yorty.
And the kids are probably inside.
Let's tie up over here.
Kid, behave yourself or I'm going to use this on you.
Hope it ain't deep.
Can't be. Sonoma Jack must have buried it in a hurry. It's a deputy and a girl trying to sneak up on us.
What are we gonna do?
Get the kids.
Hey, deputy, you start throwing lead at us and the kids will be the ones that'll stop it.
What about it, Annie?
I can wing him from here all right, Lofty, but for the first time in my life, I'm afraid to try. If Tuffy so much as moves a muscle, he'd be right in the way.
I'll make your proposition, deputy.
We can guess what it is. Well, let's hear it.
You and the lady friend Van Moose and nothing will happen to the kids. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
You're so good at guessing, guess the answer to that one.
I can manage this one, Lofty. You get the other one. Come on out, mister, and keep keep reaching. You can let go, Tuffy. Tagg, are you all right? Are you hurt, Tagg?
Only a bit woozy, I guess. That's okay, partner. You ain't as woozy as he is. He clobbered me on a good one.
Let's see.
Hey, he's getting away! You gonna shoot him, Annie?
Yep. That ought to keep him good and woozy for a while. Tuffy, this is what your father and Sonoma Jack died for, and you and Tagg almost did. Do you still feel you want it?
I don't know. But what's the use of me trying to go straight? I'll never live down what Pop did.
Yes, you can. Get the reward money on top of it.
Reward? $2,000.
That's right, Tuffy, and it's all yours. By returning the gold, you can make up for the mistake your father made, and you'll have enough money left to grow up on.
Well...
We're going to have to return the money anyway, Tuffy. We just want you to see it's the right thing to do.
He sees it. He's just showing off how tough he is. Even if I do see it, I'm still tough. I'm just as tough as you are. Hey, what am I doing? I don't have to prove I'm tough anymore. Shake, partner.